Hey there, I'm Paulino B Michael. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. Yes, we had to reboot. There's something going on with either TikTok or it seems like I know a lot of creators where the TikTok wasn't working right the last few days. And so we had to reboot and restart. So this is where we're at. So we're just getting everything reset up. We got to reshare. Sorry for anybody who's getting a double whammy for us sharing. We try not to do that. But there's nothing we could do. So I'm just making sure everything's running. Chelsey's up on it to make sure. I turned on my speaker. Anyway, let me bring the clicker of all buttons. I know she's probably frustrated from that. She's a trooper and figures it all out. The new backdrop is sweet. It's fired. It's gold. I don't know if you guys can see it. Here she is. My helpmate, clicker of all buttons, Chelsey B Michael.
Hi guys, I am his clicker and helpmate and clicker of all buttons.
I change it every time.
I know.
It used to be really long.
I know. I'm so glad you stopped doing that at least.
I know. It was fun. I'd be like 10 minutes giving her.
So yeah, again, it's like I start the stream and there's no way. I restarted my computer because I was working on it today. I restarted it. I'm like, okay, everything's fresh, everything's good, and then I start everything and the internet's like. I had 2 streams up and running, and then the third one's like, no. But like he said, TikTok's been a little weird today. We've seen other people have issues with their streams.
Yes.
Some people have sounded robotic. I feel bad. We actually had like 5 or 6 people in here already, so I'm so sorry, guys. We're still going. If you don't know what it is, it's like I think every time it's been internet issues. So
it has been every time. It's like, I mean, we already have poop issues with the children, right? I mean, I'm be honest with you guys. Yeah, the kids always poop at the exact time we're starting.
You would. It
doesn't matter where we move it.
You would be correct.
It's just always somewhere. We gotta try to tap up to 10.
Yep.
Hey, we got our new button things, our new tappies.
I know. I went on live. I got 2 people to follow yesterday.
Yeah, sweet though. We got them.
And yeah, but we got our little tappy buttons. Yay.
Yeah, so they're hearts now instead. I don't know if anybody's noticing that. I mean, I don't even know who's here yet. Unless we got some invisible people. Trying to get this locked up and
I'm trying to resend all these and not blow everybody's eardrums out.
I know. I feel bad because then it's like, are we bothering you?
Yeah.
But then some people will go, oh, why didn't you tell me you were on?
Yeah.
So then I don't know what to do. So
I let people know I don't care what you send me. Like I don't.
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'd rather see it and then not go than not know that it didn't.
Yes. Yep. I'm fine with people sending me stuff. And sometimes I get curious and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check it out.
So we're just trying to see who's all going to be coming in.
Yep.
I figure, right now it's nobody. Well, there's 3 people.
I know, like I said, I had...
There must be an invisible person coming in.
There was Sadie, there was...
Yeah, it seemed like there was 5 people.
Yeah. So that's... It's frustrating as I'll get out too, because we had a great start. We had people in here. We had people like we sent the gifts and things, and then it wipes all of that out, and it's like the struggles.
Yeah. Well, I'm sending it to some of the new people that we met.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you send it to Jess?
No, you're right. I did not send it to Jess. So let me find her.
Yeah, I don't think she's following us. So.
I found. Oh yeah, you can add it to your story too. So I've been adding it to my story, and I've been reposting it. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't have her, so it's gonna be on you.
Oh, you don't? Okay. I have her.
I don't have her on my personal one. Maybe she's on Flat Out.
She probably follows you now. Yeah.
Well, I don't see her there, so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Idaho. Should do him too. I don't think he's on my list, but. I might be able to see that.
So all the taps, all the shares. Thank you guys for coming in. Let me get started a little bit. So tonight, we went with rumors versus research. So it's like, have you heard the latest? Yeah. Trump said this hot button thing. Scientists found something amazing. Doctors recommend this fantastic method. Do you blindly trust the experts, or do you click and read the source for yourself? So maybe that meme isn't as accurate as you thought.
Right. And it's not just that. It's like biblical text. It could be history. It could be science. It could be, like you said, the political part. It could just be cultural, men and women relationships. It can be anything.
Could be anything.
But people sometimes will just regurgitate or, pass the meme on or pass, any of the information on, but never really look into it for themselves. And it's not accurate.
Yes.
And that's the problem that we're having nowadays. Like you have to use discernment. The internet's so fast now, right? Social media.
Mm-hmm. And
you should really do your due diligence and use logic. I know logic is really outside now the box now.
It is.
Because realistically, like if you're in a relationship and say you're married, if you're married, you should not be going to single friends. I don't care if you're the male or female on like, hey, how do I fix my marriage? Because they have no idea. They're going to give you all the wrong advice. It's not going to work out well at all. So why would you do that? Like you don't go to a mechanic, to find out how to fix an ailment on your body. It just doesn't make sense.
No.
So why would you do that? Like if you're a biblical person and you're trying to get more biblically, I guess, foundation, like when I'm talking about biblical, not spiritual, but if you're trying to go more biblical, you don't go to an atheist. You don't go to somebody that believes outside of the biblical part, the biblical text, if that's what you want your foundation to be grounded in.
Yes.
You can't go from there. You can't get information from that person. They don't believe, at least in that Bible that you're trying to use. So you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like that this person's horrible. It's just not their belief. So why would they be giving you good information on that? If you have single people say, I never want to get married. If you're married, why would you go to them for advice? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
I don't want to get married. Oh, I think it's chain. It's this, it's that. Hey, man, what do you think I should do about my wife? Or what should I do about my husband? As the girl's acting like a 304 running around and a married woman's going to ask a 304.
Yeah.
Why am I, what should I do about my husband? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Just going to say, go have fun.
You should be like, you should just dump him. You should just go have fun. You only live one time.
Yeah.
YOLO, right?
Yeah. I can't even tell you how many girls have convinced wives
to leave them.
To leave because there's something better, and then
there's not.
Yep.
Happens all the time.
Yep.
And
grass is greener, right? They always say the grass is greener on the other side. But
yeah, you got to nourish it. You got to mow it. You got to trim the bushes. You got to get the weeds out of the rose bushes. Like I said, I always like saying that with the house. People go buy a brand new house or a new house to them because it's been fixed up because they are selling it, unless it's a repo, obviously. But if it's a house on the market that somebody wants to sell and get that top dollar, the grass is mowed, all the lawn is kept beautiful, right? And edged up, got flowers planted, no weeds, got the mulch down, looks beautiful, freshly painted everything. And then you go, wow, that's amazing. Well, if you don't upkeep that, it's going to turn into like a repoed house that nobody mows the lawn, weeds everywhere, and your paint's chipping off.
Yep.
You got to put in the work.
Yep.
You just do.
Yeah. That's what I think a lot of people, like you said, they say they're settling, but it's like, no, it's like, that's what you want to put the effort in,
Yeah, somebody said, I'm not religious, I'm biblical. I don't
be more accurate.
Yeah, I follow the biblical text. I don't really go into like a religious base because there's a lot of man-made traditions placed in there. And so we just follow the biblical text as written and not defined by some other, person traditions, like Baptist, Lutheran, whatever, Catholic, Pentecostal, nothing like that. We just go by what's written.
Yep.
But otherwise, yeah. But if you're a biblical follower, there's no way you can get information. Hey, go ask an atheist how you should believe in the Bible and see how that works out.
Yeah. See, he even said it's super interesting. You know what's funny about that is like you were saying, like you hear the rumors of the Bible versus the research and actually reading the book, right?
Yes.
And there's so many stories. Like people don't realize this. Oh, thanks, Penny. And the thing that's funny about it is there's so many good stories. Like people like the Marvel movies. They like the superhero stuff. Yeah. They like the mythologies and things like that. And guess what? That's all based on the Bible.
It is all based on the Bible.
People they're like, what?
Yeah, they're
like,
so fun, dude. They made the Bible boring and uninteresting, and they made Yeshua, Jesus, a hippie.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't like that.
Thank you for the Go Populars.
But like I said, there's a rumor, And then there's the research. Do the research, do the studying. I don't care if it's biblical, history, politics, men and women relationships. Like I said, if you are having problems in your marriage, go to one of your married friends that has a good marriage or what you see to be a good marriage and ask that person. You can ask as a couple, both together, or you can ask, the same. Do not go the opposite, obviously. Men should never talk to women and get advice. About their wife, unless the other person's husband's there too.
Yeah,
and
like you said, the way rumors start is because you're getting your and your partner's business to somebody else.
Yes.
So make sure you're communicating to your partner, not somebody else, because that's how rumors start.
And do not do the opposite sex. Like go to them at your workplace.
Ooh, yeah.
That's how most affairs happen.
Yep.
80% of affairs are in the workforce.
Yep.
And it's because they're going to the opposite sex at work, and they have what? A work wife, work husband kind of crap. I hate that crap.
Yeah.
And then they confide in them, and next thing you know, emotions and affairs start to happen. So you have to be really mindful on that. You can't do that. You can't confide in somebody else. And why are you not speaking to your husband or your wife about it? That's the one thing I don't get. You go talk to your coworker, your boss, a stranger even, right?
Yeah.
But you won't go talk to the significant other that you're supposed to have this contract with, right? This covenant with, this agreement with, this love with, whatever you want to call it, or all of those combined. But you'll go to somebody else. And if people believe everything they learned in school about history, don't go to them if you know there's outside histories or manipulation in history. Just go get the books for yourself. Go learn for yourself. But you can't go to somebody that's dogmatic in their learning of history from a school and think that they're going to know about the extra information that's outside of that.
Yes. And that's where we bring
any subject.
Yes. And that's why we go in any subject, because we do run into a lot of situations, especially, right? You have certain aspects where they are, quote, experts, right? People think a PhD is an expert. You have doctors, you have scientists, you have things like that, people in their fields. And the funny thing about it is like I take with a grain of salt. And the reason being is whatever they tell you, you should go and look for the source yourself. But most people don't want to do that. And that's where they get in trouble, because now they say, hey, here's a medical advice. This is not medical advice. I'm just stating an anecdotal thing, right? So they say, oh, here's a doctor says, hey, here's this great medical device. Here's this great new thing. But you trust them and say, okay, I'm going to try it. But they don't tell you that it's something new and they haven't really tested it fully yet. And then you find out after the fact that there's a lot of complications to it. This is a regular occurrence in the medical industry.
This is not medical advice.
This is not medical advice. I'm just saying this is an occurrence. This happens, right? And so, but they trusted the experts.
Your opinion.
Yep.
Love you, TikTok Shop.
Love you, TikTok Shop. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Or lack thereof.
And the same thing with science, right? They're like, hey, we did this thing. And they do it in nice big print, bold letters. And you're like, oh my gosh. Like, I know one time they were saying like teleportation and stuff. And then I actually read the article and it's like, supposedly they did an ad that you can't even see that teleport from one place to another, but they can't recreate it. So then did it really happen? And it's just little things like that. It's like, okay, like where is the actual information?
Yeah.
Where is the source? Where's the replication, right? All my science fans, right? The replication of it, right? You have to be able to do it. And honestly, everyday people should be able to do it. If only one company can recreate it and nobody else can, you can't use it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to bring people up?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yep. That's exactly why.
Yeah, we have a baby that's having an issue.
She's tired.
Yeah, Chelsey will go.
Or she pooped.
Pass her out, and then
we start the show. Everybody poops.
Or everybody doesn't want to be in bed yet, but it is what it is. Well, once you got it set up, I can invite people up anyway, right?
Oh yes. And make sure. Okay, you got your layout. Okay, cool.
Do.
Oh, your guys' stuff was messed up, but as soon as I got brought up onto the panel, or as soon as I hit accept, it all straightened out. Is it straightened out on yours, Paulino?
Yeah, it looks straightened out, even on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something going on because Fred had issues where his audio sounded like a robot, and he had to restart a few times. There's like a lot of things going on with YT or the TikTok right now.
Well, I'm talking about like as far as your stuff being centered. Like how Chelsey has it set up. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks centered to me.
Yeah, that is fine.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, but if you're centered, if you don't mind me saying, you're centered. That means you're aware of what you're doing.
Oh, she's talking about the layout.
I'm gonna start saying yeah every single time you try to talk.
Yeah, she's talking about the layout of the graphics. The graphics layout.
Can I apologize when I say yeah? See, the reason why I say yeah is because I agree. I actually agree with the person. Now, it might sound a little bit ignorant, but I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, you're
No,
fine.
I know. You're good. You're fine.
Did you see that we earned ourselves some new, like instead of the hearts, we got all those little weird things going on?
Yeah.
Like we don't have hearts anymore. Do you guys see that? That's cool. We earned something.
I did see that. You were wanting those. It looks like Chelsey finally got those going, huh?
Yeah, well, we had to go live. You had to like have so many things, so you had to go live. We had to go live yesterday for I think a couple minutes at least, and to hit the next one. Hey, what's up, Goobo? Are you at work? My daughter's down there. Chelsea's not gonna be happy though because they can't see them on everything else.
Oh, hey, Goobo.
All right, it's right. Go back.
So I don't know if she can hear me. They're not on the YT or the Jungo.
Who?
All these things that you can see flying by.
Oh, yeah.
It's because she had it all set up and then we had to reboot everything. So she probably didn't set it all up, which is sad. That's really frustrating. I don't know. Like I said, Fred had to restart a few times and all that. Yeah, and I had to chow down on my food because somebody always comes in. I told you that happens, right? That's why sometimes I'm like, man, should I even go on by myself? Because it always puts me over. So we went to like what, 7:45 or something.
No, you went to 8.
Oh, I went to 8, so that's even worse. Did you hear me about the things? So you can't see those on the YT and everything.
What can you not see?
All those things, the thing shooting and everything.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just fix it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you just didn't see it because of the reboot. Oh, yeah, did Gabby say she was working? Oh, wow. She's getting tatted. She's putting a big picture of me on her. Then her husband can see her every time they're messing around. Wouldn't it be bad? That'd be bad.
Who's getting tatted?
My daughter, my oldest one. She said she's getting.
She ain't getting no picture of your ass.
No, my
on
face.
Her ass or whatever.
No, my
Your
face. Is it?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
That would be funny. Oh, she's done.
Yeah. See how of a simp you are? It'll take a second.
Who?
The tattoo of you.
No, she's not going to put a tattoo of me on her. That would be funny, though.
Paulino.
I would like to get a fake one done and see what Josh thinks when he sees it. Not tell him. That's her husband's name.
Josh.
Yeah, it would be funny, right? Like he wouldn't know, and then like a fake one that looks real though.
Right.
And then when they're like in bed or something, that'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
Watch, she'll laugh if she's there. She'll laugh. We have the same sense of humor, so.
That's funny. Do you have any tattoos, Paulino?
No. Nope.
No.
But I designed.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Do
we have a choice?
Yeah, but I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Do you know what a simp? Do you know what a simp is?
Yeah, a bitch boy.
A bitch boy. So what does that bitch boy do?
Has bitch ways. Don't amount to shit.
Do you want your phone? You better call.
Don't amount. So you can't trust this guy.
Remember, we're settling down for the first hour because we're on those other
Is
ones.
that what you mean?
Potty mouth.
Is that what you mean?
She sounds like Fred.
I don't what?
Is that what you mean? Is that like the simp guy is someone you can't trust?
Usually I think so, yeah.
I would say you can't trust him because he has no backbone. So he's not going to give you an honest opinion. He's going to do whatever she wants. So
right,
she
and
may
he'll
want
fold to anything.
Right. So she wants an honest opinion, and she's not sure, but he's just going to agree with her. Then it's not going to work out.
Right.
Can I ask the whole panel some a personal question?
Ask me any personal question you really want to know.
No. I'm not even talking about you. See, there, that will tell you your arrogance because you thought it was about you, didn't you? Could I ask the panel a question?
A personal question.
Could I ask the panel a question?
Yeah,
you said a personal question.
I never said personal.
Yeah, you said, can I ask a personal question to the panel?
Yeah, he did say that, but he was talking to everybody. But anyway, so what is it?
Okay, so well done there, right?
I pay attention.
Because you can ask it, doesn't mean everybody's going to answer
it. Yeah. Can I ask you, and all the panel, do we really believe that we know what the other person is thinking and the way they are?
Well, not every aspect, but I'm really good at it.
It depends on what you're talking about. And I guess the situation, like, I guess. Because like you could be trying a new food with me at a restaurant, right? And you could have the grossest look on your face. Well, I'm going to assume that you dislike, and you're thinking about, man, this crap.
Well, no, not that's only appetite. That's just appetite, right? So I'll have an appetite to the idea, right? That's all that means.
Well, don't forget we do have a topic. There's always a topic.
Oh yeah. I do.
Yeah. So let me welcome in Gabby first. What's up, Gabby? Are you there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm driving at the same time.
So
he likes you to be able to unmute real quick.
No, I don't.
Well, I apologize.
No, you're fine. She's making it up. So anyway, so you just got done with your tattoo?
Yes, I did. I actually got done probably about like 10 minutes ago. I had to go to Donovan's house to go get Maya's hope, but she decided to leave it over there yesterday. Okay. So she went to the bus stop with 0-degree weather this morning. Yeah, so that was great.
Wow. That's funny.
And now I'm on my way home. Watching out for deer.
But anyway, so that's good.
Crazy.
All right, so our starting topic is we're going to be talking about rumors versus research.
Okay.
So like, I don't know. Like we were talking about, like, you know, people like on social media will just see a meme or something they think is real and they just keep passing it on and on and on. They don't check to see if it's real or not.
Yes.
Yeah. So it becomes, you know.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. Like I like to try to do all the research I can before I do anything like that. Before I share it.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff
you gotta
like
make sure it's real facts.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're gonna be deceived. So there's a possibility you're going to be deceived
or bearing false witness, right? You can hurt somebody's
exactly.
Yeah, their credibility and stuff. and it wasn't true to begin with. Hey, we got another new person. Hey, what's up, Jess? We just seen Jess like an hour ago. Are you there, Jess? Uh-oh. Maybe she can't hear us. Hey, Jess, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, no, you're fine. There's Zadie. She's like, oh, he wants you to unmute instantly. That's what she always says. I'm on a delay. I got to get this stupid thing fixed because like I'm on a delay. So I can't watch the main computers over there where Chelsey's at. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to be talking about rumors versus research. You know, like a lot of people like to pass on gossip. Sometimes they don't even know what it is.
Can I ask a question to Sadie? Is it Sadie? Sadie? Is that her name?
Yeah, Sadie lady.
Yeah, Sadie, are you there?
Hold on, I was still talking to Jess.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. My apologies.
So I'm glad I seen that you came back after we had our long talk on my live. So I'm glad you made it, Jess. I don't know if you can respond. I mean, you can be busy. Yeah.
Fascinating information. So I'm actually here with my husband now. So we're both listening.
Oh, awesome. Nice. Like, yeah, we get into all kinds of topics. We'll be all over the place. So it'll always start on one main topic and then we just go away. Usually when somebody joins too, even if it's like an hour from now, we'll ask them the topic question usually. Unless they're joining in like from the whatever we're discussing at the time. So we give them a choice. We're nice like that sometimes. But yeah, so yeah, whenever, feel free. Kevin, I guess, has a question for Sadie lady first. All right, go ahead, Kevin. Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget. What, Sadie? Can you tell me what is your reality?
Wow, that's a hard one.
No, it's okay.
My reality
Yeah.
is I have a lot to learn, and I know a little bit, and I'm a mother of 2 boys, and where I live, and who I am as a person.
But it sounds like you're doing good.
Yeah, thanks. I try.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing good.
I try. It's hard. Days are hard.
Yeah, but try not to pay attention on the other person.
Well, on what other person?
Like, I mean, like if there is another person, like if there is another higher power, or if there is another solution, right? Try not pay attention to the other thing, right? That's what I mean. So pay attention to where you are, as opposed to what influences you to be someone else.
Nope, nothing can influence me to be something else than what I am.
Exactly.
I'm not a person that folds easy. I have my beliefs and I'm pretty set in my ways for the most part on things that I know. I know. Now, like we were just talking earlier, like biblically, like I can't stand firm in that because I don't know enough about it. Honestly, I really don't know that much. So that's something that I want to dive into more. And it's going to be a very, very slow going process, but yeah, there's certain things that I stand strong
but it's like the globe earth as well. Like they don't know anything about the globe earth, but they still try to delve into it.
I get it, but like everybody always wants to go into the FE. It's really interesting to me. Why does everybody always want to go into FE anyway?
Because of your name. I've been telling you this since day one.
It's not my name. I think people get obsessed with that topic. in my opinion. Like it's like being a truth seeker is a truth seeker in all things, not
Right.
just one thing. It's just
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
like,
so
we try to go on.
like I mean, and like if you don't mind me interrupting there, horse. I think that like it's a person. I apologize about that if I interrupted. I really am. Right now, the only reason I did interrupt is because if I don't say it now, I forget that.
Yeah,
right?
but sometimes maybe it's not meant to be
important.
said. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to stick on the topics of rumor versus research, and you keep trying to go somewhere else, Kevin. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like, like the question that you asked Sadie
Yeah.
had nothing to do with rumors versus research at all. Zero.
But the research is to her was, what are you doing outside of yourself? Like the research of what everybody does is what we do outside of ourselves. Now we only know ourselves, so any research that we do is always outside of ourselves. It's something else.
And
Yeah, but-
what's the point on it? What's the point?
The point is that our energy should not be there.
Where?
Why?
Our energy, what's that?
Why?
Because it's manipulative.
No, it's not.
It's a
It's
it's a sabotage.
No, it's not.
It could be.
No, it's not.
Well, it could be.
That's
It's not.
your-
It is.
Yeah, but that's his opinion.
Well, it could be. This is could be is not facts. It
Yeah,
go
it
either-
could be,
go
it
either
should
way.
be, are two different things. Should I go
Yeah, but I'm
around?
saying-
Should I go around smacking people that are stupid?
No,
Ma-
because
Okay.
that means you're stupid because
No,
you went around smacking people.
No,
That would say you're stupid.
there's my point. Now, should I do it? No. Do I want to? Yes. I'd love to go and slap stupid people, but I choose not to. That is my choice.
You could do it, but should you do
Yes. Should I do it? No, I shouldn't do it.
it? That's why I was trying to stick to the rumors. Yeah, it's like that's why I was trying to stick to the rumor versus research because like like I was going to get into it, but we keep getting off topic. It's like what have you heard in rumors that when you did find research, it like changed your mind on it, or that you found out it was wrong. I couldn't even get to that point. That's why I'm trying to stay on this topic. Like everybody's like looked into certain things, and then you find out, oh, it wasn't right. Because I listened to the meme or propaganda or whatever.
It's like research. If you're researching a cancer, it's a fungus like a mushroom. So if you dump baking soda on it, it dissolves it.
What do you mean? Like if you pay attention to it?
No, if you cut cancer out of the body.
Can't say
white.
you can't say the C, the big C.
Okay, the big C, you cut it out of yourself. If it gets cut out, it's white after you wash the blood off it. And if you take baking soda and dump it on it, it dissolves it like a fungus.
So where is your attention now to the big C? Like where is your mind?
What do you mean? Where's my mind?
Right,
Like what do you think of how it's going to work out?
Well,
I'm
I'm a three-time a big C survivor. So
yeah, I get it. We should probably get off of that one because it's going to get deep into that.
Okay, we'll get off that.
Yeah. Like I think
I don't mean any disrespect, by the way.
Well, it's not that. It's just like if it gets too deep in that one, we can get shut down or something because they don't like us talking about any kind of the medical big C type things. They just don't. And you guys aren't used to not saying the words. So and then some people go, oh, what? Oh, go ahead.
I have something.
Go for it.
As a doula, I got into the practice of being a doula. There's a lot of push for different interventions, supposed medical interventions during birth, but then when you start looking at more, I don't know if you would call that a rumor though, because there is supposed research of why they do some of these interventions, but then the more that I looked into it, the more
It's a message.
Kevin, stop. Let her talk. Keep going. I'm sorry. Let people finish and count to 5.
So the more that I did the research and understood that, oh, there's another side of it, like I came to understand that a lot of those medical interventions are not necessary for a healthy mom and a healthy baby. And so you can say no to a lot of the stuff. You know, you don't have to get an IV. You don't have to get continuous monitoring. You don't have to do any of these things. As long as there's no imminent danger to mom or baby, there should be a lot more freedom. So I don't know if that applies to what you're saying. There's not really a rumor in there, but there kind of is, because, right? There's like rumors in the birth
Kevin,
you're so significant.
Kevin, you gotta let her finish. I'm sorry, you gotta let her finish, Kevin.
That's it. I'm finished. That was just my example of rumors. That's my example of something for me personally, rumors versus research.
Oh yeah, because a lot of times it's like people like we were talking about before with the driver's license and such. Sometimes things just get passed down through the telephone game, right? And then people think it's reality. And then people start to adjust to that, even though it's all based on a rumor, right? It's just like, hey, this is what they say, blah, blah, blah. We got to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
And I totally get it. Like Chelsey and I, we had our home births and stuff, and there was so much stuff that we learned, like elevated blood pressure and stuff like that. It's all normal, but they try to make it seem like it's not normal and things like that.
Isn't that just repetition?
What?
Repetition? No, listen, if you think about it in a way, right? This is something that you are familiar with. So the reason why we do the same thing is to keep up the same place of where we are, right? Unless we don't like where we are.
No.
I mean, that has nothing to do with that.
Nothing to do with that.
Well, it has a lot to do with it.
No.
Is that what you say?
No, now a home birth it's not repetition. Anything can go
What's
wrong.
that? What do you mean?
A home birth, anything can happen. If it goes great, it's a great success. But anything can happen.
Well, I mean, you're relying on these people that are helping you with the birth to be giving you the most updated and accurate thing. So then when you find out it's normal to go get high blood pressure or anxiety because of the change of environment, the actions of just your body, and so you don't have to induce like a labor or something like that. I mean, it's an option not to do it and wait it out, but some people are trained into just doing it the other way. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, because your anxiety is.
Go ahead, Jess.
You could say that it's a rumor that midwives. So the rumor is that home birth is not as safe as a hospital birth. But
Correct.
when you really look into it and when you really understand that midwives are trained at the same level, even more so than a doctor, that you understand like, oh, it's not actually more safe to have a hospital birth, because sometimes there's interventions that can lead to things that don't need to happen. But anything that's going to happen in a hospital could happen at home.
But can I ask you a question, right?
That's another rumor. The likelihood is not very high.
Hold on.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Like, why does it matter? Because if you make sure you're there for your child when it's born, it's still born. Right? No matter what it went through.
No, it's not the same. Yeah, go ahead.
I can tell you a difference. And I'm sure Jess will most likely agree with it, is that the difference is when you have the midwife or when you have a doula, they're there to make sure your birth goes the way you want it to. Because a lot of women want to go more natural. But anybody at the hospital, whether they think they're doing the right thing or not, it doesn't matter. They're trying to stick to a protocol. So when you go to a hospital, they stick to the protocol and they try not to divert from that. And anytime you do, a lot of times they think you're doing something wrong. and then they peer pressure you and they tell you, oh, well, this could happen and that could happen and this could happen and that can happen, even though none of that is actually true. Like that was a big difference. Like he had hospital births and he's had midwife births, and he said it's been totally different, is that they're not constantly trying to say, oh, this could happen, we need to hook you up to this medical advice, that medical device. You just
but why is the birth of a human being any different, no matter how it happens?
Well, I can't explain it to you because it seems like you don't want to. You think everything's like this
It's
other
not.
way.
That's one thing that I make sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I make sure that everybody understands. I mean, Kevin doesn't really. The whole point of the topic is reverse research. So, but to answer your question, it doesn't matter how he has a baby, and that's ultimately. I'm always coming from the foundation of no matter what happens, you and your baby are all that matters. So the most important thing for me, if I were to work with a client, is to make sure that they understand the big picture of, hey, you holding your baby in your arms is truly at the end of it the only thing that matters. And so we hold it with a hand, but also we do what we can to educate ourselves and prepare, but also understanding that our main goal, and I think that also puts the frequency out there, if you're focused truly solely on that feeling of your baby on your chest, then that's what you're going to invite in your experience.
Yeah, like with us, like
there's no research on that. That's probably just a rumor.
Yeah, like if you're a doula, I always say if you can't have a midwife at home, have a doula in the hospital. And a lot of midwives, will be a doula for you in a hospital because like you want to have your birth plan, and if because anxiety is going up and everybody gets so much, I guess there can be chaos at that time. You don't think it's clear, and you might do something that you regret. Like say you don't want to get a vitamin K shot for your child, especially if it's a boy, and because they talk you into it because you're under stress.
Can I intervene?
No, Kevin. No, Kevin.
Kevin just moves off of 2.5.
So,
Paulino, that just to really quick a caveat to that. Actually, a lot of the midwives that I worked with, the home birth midwives, they actually all preferred if a client had a doula because they don't want to be the doula. And I'm just speaking for the ones that I worked with. There was like 4 or 5 that I worked with. But yeah, even the midwives don't want to be, not that they don't want to be, but they are focused on the medical side of it, and they're not focused on the support side necessarily. But that was just the ones that I worked with. I'm sure there's many out there that are different, but that was my understanding, was like hire a doula no matter what.
Yeah, I totally understand that because like even ours, like it may be a student of hers that might be our doula if that's the way we're gonna go. Isn't that right? Yeah. Right, babe?
Yeah, like even like Garrett down in the chat, he's saying maybe a water birth, and that's some people do the water. Yeah, we did a water birth. Some people do, some people don't. Some people want to be standing because they're grounded. Some people like the water because it's a little. It's for me personally, it was a little easier. And if you're on the biblical side, it's kind of like a baptism, which is fun. But you do want to leave the.
Stop! No.
Hold on, you want to leave the cord connected.
Stop, Kevin, please.
So that's
just stop cutting people off. No, you can't talk. Wait till we're done, and then you can talk. It ruins the flow.
All right.
Just say muted up.
He is unmuting himself after a while. But.
Okay, so like leaving the cord connected. So a lot of people, so this isn't necessarily a rumor, but maybe a lack of information. So when you go to the hospital, a lot of times they will usually cut it right away because what people don't know is they actually use that blood. So they'll use the blood for testing, they'll use it for stem cell research, they do that kind of thing. But like I said, on the midwife and the doulas, they're like, no, you let the cord go until it's all white. So that's something you have to discuss because rumor is, okay, as long as it's X amount of time. But the time is irrelevant. It's not about the time. It's about making sure all the blood has left the cord. So that's one rumor. It's not about time. It's about making sure everything's out. Vitamin K is kind of another one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the next one. Yeah, vitamin K's do go through the blood-brain barrier. They don't need them when they're newborns. They just don't.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that like the vitamin K thing, especially for circumcision of a boy, that even the Bible told Moses to wait 8 days. And if you wait 8 days, you don't need a vitamin K shot. The clot of the blood will happen naturally.
Yes. And then they always tell you to check too. And again, everybody does check this, but it's like if you have a history of bleeding, then they would recommend against it. So like circumcision. But if you don't have any issues, you should be all right.
Yeah. So do you agree with that, Jess? Any of that or?
Sorry, I was getting out of the car, so I lost a little bit of detached. But right. I was hearing Chelsey talk about, what was the question about the cord blood?
Yeah. It's not about time. It's about it turning white to make sure it's finished.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just that rumor as far as how long it has to be.
Yeah.
How long you have to wait. You really could wait. I mean, there's some people that wait days before they detach the umbilical cord from the baby. Like they let it fall off as if it's falling off from the umbilical cord, just from the belly button. But I've seen some people have it attached to the baby for days until it falls off.
See, there you go. That's another rumor versus research. So yeah, there's like so many reasons like the rumors versus research, especially something like that. And it could be, like I said, it could be politics, right? How many people said that they believe one thing, and if they don't like the person that's in that spotlight, they believe it. And then for some reason they research, or they hear somebody else, they research and they found out they were wrong. And they're the ones that were saying that, repeating that rumor the whole time, and they were wrong. Most people won't admit it. Some will, most don't.
Can I invite?
Oh, go ahead. Thank you for waiting.
I appreciate it. The reason why is because we're very similar. Now, we're not supposed to get along. We're not supposed to be that acute and well behaved, right? Does that make sense so far?
No. I mean, what do you mean? No? We're not supposed to get along. What's that mean?
So what it means is that like the male and female are two different species.
Yeah, we all know that.
Right. So the only reason why we understand each other is because we accept the idea. We are not saying that it's something that we do. We're just accepting it, right? So we're just opting out of ourselves. So now we're letting ourselves down.
So is that a rumor or is it the research?
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. It does. That is insane what you just said.
Okay, so how is it insane that you're letting yourself down? Because if you're lying to yourself. It makes no sense.
It makes absolutely no sense.
If you were lying to yourself like the globe earth, like your fictional idea, right? If you're lying to yourself, that'll poison you. That'll poison you.
Oh. Well, like I said, is that the rumor versus the research? I guess I don't know why you brought that up. So is it a rumor that we're supposed to get along, but we're really not supposed to get along? Is that the research shows that we're not?
To get along. No, we're not. No, we're not. Right? If you don't mind me saying, and I'm not saying this is definite and fact. All I'm saying is that because we think for ourselves, how can we think for another?
I disagree with that one. I help my wife, I take care of her, and I have to make decisions based on what I think is the best for her.
Okay, so that means it's because you thought it was the best for her in your mind, not her mind.
Well, there's some decisions I have to make that is out of the context of what normal is.
Yeah, this is funny because I not funny, haha. This like you can't really. Paul is somebody that you can't really bring anything to, or even Sadie. They're dealing with medical issues for a loved one that isn't what would normally be happening in a marriage. I'm just saying, or in a mother and a son. So like it's hard to bring that up when you have somebody that has to be taken care of extraordinarily, way more advanced in a normal situation. So like that's one of the things. His wife, he has to do a whole bunch of stuff for her. And sometimes she can't communicate everything, so he has to do his best guesstimation.
Yeah, you interpret it. I interpret the best that I can.
Yes.
Some days I fail at it, and some days I excel at it. It doesn't mean anything bad.
But
that's why I said what he said makes no sense to me. What that makes absolutely.
But you have to make sure it's nothing bad. Like even if you have a sister or a friend or anybody else that you don't like, or something that is in your your mind.
Okay. What the hell does it have to do with somebody I don't like?
Because it absolutely does. Because you can't. It's the absolute of the person.
No, it's not.
I feel like we're getting off topic again.
Yeah, we're off
Kevin.
Kevin.
Okay.
It's not the topic, dude.
Yeah. So
rumors versus research. What's that?
Okay,
I'm
drop
still waiting for the rumor.
One more shot. One more shot. Don't interrupt people. Stay on topic. Otherwise, I'm gonna invite somebody else.
Yeah, because we can't. I mean, is there anybody else that wants to like something that you thought was true, but it was a rumor? And then after research, you found out that it wasn't.
Examples. All right, Paul, you got one?
I'll go for one. People that have Huntington's
We'll go to Bud
disease,
next.
All right.
That there used to be a rumor that it was guaranteed that all their children would have HD. That is that's not a fact. It used to be that they used to run with it back in the 70s and 80s. That is a very untrue.
All right. Did you do like the research and you found out that it was wrong?
Over the last 10 years, the research, if somebody has like Chaz has 5 kids, two to 3 of them are guaranteed to have HD, and at least 2 of them are guaranteed not to.
Wow.
That is a fact.
Wow.
That is data. That is data compiled on families that have it with children. Now, okay, there was one lady that had 12 kids. 7 of them had HD, so that's about half.
Now, they can test for this too, like if they're going to get it?
Yes, they can genetically test for it now.
Wow.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Can you tell me what ADHD is?
Huntington's disease. It's neurological, hereditary, and fatal. It's Lou Gehrig's dementia, Alzheimer's, and kind of like Parkinson's.
Same with my son's disease.
So what you're saying is that you don't remember, but you just realize. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not it. That's not what I said.
Don't remember what? What's he talking about?
No. But think about it this way, okay?
No. If you don't know what the disease is, don't talk about it. Do not try to explain anything to me about.
I just lost my father to Parkinson.
Okay.
And Alzheimer's last year, just a year ago. It's not even a year ago, okay? So I'm not trying to fool with you.
All right.
Okay? I'm not trying to fool with you, right? I just want to understand what you mean. That's all.
What do I mean? Huntington's is Parkinson's, Lou Gehrig's, dementia, Alzheimer's, ALS, all kind of wrapped up in one. Not, and that is the general. That is the general of it. Not everybody that has this disease. Each one, like my wife, she doesn't. She could tell you what I did 12 years ago to piss her off. Her mind is intact, and she's very advanced, and that's what shocks everybody that she is still there, but she has a hard time communicating.
Right, and the biggest question is. Would it upset you if you were wrong?
What if I'm wrong about what?
No, I'm just saying, would it upset you if you were wrong? Not about what you were talking about, but like if you got it wrong. You know what I mean?
What did I get wrong?
Well, I suppose if you believe that you have control over another person, are able to know another person so well. It's only due to your knowledge. It never changes.
All right, that's it. No, we're done with that. I'm sorry, Kevin.
All right, Kevin. But you are welcome back. But
yeah, you can't stay on the topic.
But thank you. We appreciate you being on the panel. We do have other people coming up. So.
Yeah. Does anybody else? Sadie or we have Bud. Oh yeah, Bud
down there.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get angry with him.
No. He's not staying on the topic. He's not discussing. He keeps going back to whatever he wants to talk about. But
it's the same thing.
The government. I always think the government was for us, the people. Until I did research and stuff on my own. And then I realized that it's actually the total opposite.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, that's a good one. See, it's all about like, you just think growing up that they've always been on your side and they're looking out for you every single way. And then you do some research, you find out it's not that.
Oh, absolutely. And then once you find out that, then it leads down a bunch of other roads that, well, if they lied about this, then is this a lie too? You know, because it like branches off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So then you start finding out that all these things through research. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I am curious what Garrett said down in the comments here about the research behind what he's talking about. I don't know if anybody else is reading the comments, but
Chelsey usually does, but she had to book out. She had to take care of the baby.
So he's referring to
parasite.
A lot of diseases are caused actually from parasite. They are.
Yeah, they are.
Now, not all of them, but a very big majority of them are caused solely from a parasite.
You know, they say that. I think most of it's caused from toxins. And from
I would agree with that a lot. But like the fact is that like with Huntington's disease, it could be traced back to the 1700s.
Yeah, but it could still be environmental, right? Like their genetics is like, because everybody, what it is, right? Don't you agree with
Not
this, Paul?
in this round.
Hold on. Let me finish. Don't be Kevin too. So like everything is genetically connected. So that's why one line of genetics could be susceptible to a certain toxin. It could be natural, it could be man-made, it could be whatever. That's what's really happening. It's like it happens to do with that. That's why he could say they could track it back to the 1700s. But there could be just something. It's something. Obviously, it is 100% right that something is triggering it.
Yeah, it's in the genetics. It's hereditary.
Yes, but something is in that, something that's in that bloodline, though, right? That is triggered by something.
Something started it from the get-go. Something started it.
Something's still triggering it, obviously.
Yeah, it's just like with the HD, the big thing back in the day was a lot of people were in the can I say the cuckoo's asylum? Is that okay to say that, or is that not the right?
Yeah, you can say mental, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, the mental asylums back in like the 1800s and the early 1900s, a lot of HD patients were there because they didn't know what was wrong with them. They thought they just went generally
something
crazy.
was wrong. Yeah.
Yes, but now like with the new medications, the ones that want to control it have a chance. Now, like Chaz's family. They got schizophrenia on their side and other stuff, and she's got cousins with that schizophrenia with the HD. That's just they're way out there.
Yeah, like they're yeah, I get you.
The government's after them.
There's a lot of belief, right? That people think that everything's a toxin, right? Like even influenza, the word comes from the influence of the stars, right? They believe the wind, that's why it's seasonal. A lot of the influenza, and if you believe that the stars are energy, and we're born, right? People believe when you're born on a certain day and you're Scorpio or Sagittarius or whatever, that you align with certain energies. So if you believe that and you believe everything is energy, everything's manipulated by energy, right? So then that means if things are lost or taken away or added to, that changes your your energy that can do it. And that's where a lot of people think that most of it is some type of toxins. Like that's why I always bring up that book, The Invisible Rainbow. And that one really shows how like radio waves and things like that really change the world that we live in. Has anybody read that book? I know Chelsey and I have it, but
I read a book, not like that, but one similar to it with their frequencies.
Yes,
of like a healing. I think it was the magic healing.
Well, like you should get this one, Paul. It's called The Invisible Rainbow, and it starts in like 1917 and 18. And it shows like that's the first time the radio waves were all over the world, and that's when they had the Spanish flu. And then every time we've had a new like, technology of waves, people get sick. It's really interesting.
I've heard I've gone down the rabbit hole with the 5G and the chicken 19.
Yeah. So if you go down, you'll see it, and it does correlate pretty well with it, man. And,
I agree with that.
And the human body's amazing, right? We can adapt as long as it's slowly. We adapt pretty well. It's like those people that swim in those ice waters, right? They kind of like do a little bit at a time, and then they finally get so used to it, their body's used to going in, don't go into hypothermia. But if you just throw somebody in there, they're going to hypothermia. But if you're used to it, you don't.
Yeah, that's like for me, because I swim in Lake Superior.
See?
And so it's freezing.
See, there you go.
To me, it feels nice.
See? But you throw somebody else in there, they can go into shock,
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, I believe there's a lot of healing properties can be learned from different frequencies.
Yes, I agree.
And I remember back in the day that was called voodoo or what's the word I wanted? Make believe or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I got you. All right, let's welcome Bud in. What's up, Bud? I like this word, Bud. I like that name.
Bless you, sir.
How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. I see the topic is rumors versus research.
Yes.
Yeah, I deal with that a lot in the religious community.
Yep. I get that. I understand that.
And I think the fact is that people are comfortable in their ignorance because they're not looking for truth.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's like that in every walks of life, I think, to every topic, right? It's easier to think that Democrat, Republican, and not go deeper.
The other thing is, too, that people, they don't like conflict. I think it's part of it. Like when you say conspiracy theory, most people I go, well, let's see what you got to say.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, a lot of it becomes conspiracy fact a lot of times.
A lot of them just think.
And I think if we listen more and talk less.
So do you have any specific examples you wanted to say about rumor versus research? Like somebody tells a rumor, but the research is different. No. Oh. All right, Marcus. How you doing, sir?
Good evening.
So we got rumors versus research. You want to speak about that? Anything that you came across that you thought was real, but rumor after you did the research?
Well, pretty much everything, basically.
That's the best answer so far. Best answer, because that's what I always say. Everything is wrapped with some type of lie. But go ahead.
Yes. First of all, though, it's nice to see Jess here. Good evening. From meeting you in your live to seeing you here is quite nice.
I kind of blame you, Marcus. I'm gonna get off topic in 1 second. I don't like to do this usually, but because she joined in, and I went on my personal life to 8, and had to scarf down my food. That's it. I'm vented. That's it. Thanks, Marcus. You're back to the topic. Go ahead.
No way, man. I left at 4:20.
That's 4:20 your time, not our time. That's funny. But yeah, she's cool.
Thanks for calling me out.
Yeah, no worries. She's real cool, man. So go ahead, Marcus.
Yes. So rumors versus research. To me, it's quite interesting because by default, like everybody who learns about something or things in general, we keep thinking that we were deceived. But then the moment you start researching the thing, it's almost it almost applies to everything. It doesn't matter what it is. The moment you start researching it, you start seeing, if not realizing, that the very thing itself says what the thing is and what it's about. It's like almost all of them lacks full obscurity, to say that it's a flat, it's just a straight lie or deceit. So it's like if you don't do the research, it's like, sorry, I forgot who mentioned Democrats and Republicans, but it's like so it's like the superficial layer that you get the glimpse of, on TV or the news in general. It's like they just say the word plainly or the words plainly, and you just accept that and you don't go further. But the moment you even think about it a bit, you're already starting to do the research because you're like reflecting on what was said. And, by doing that, you're kind of seeing in between the lines. And then if you look up details or, the different people, places, or things that were mentioned, then that's where it elevates further into research and you start seeing the broader picture of things.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hence why you stay away from mainstream media.
Yeah, what's so weird is there's still some truth in there, not as much. I mean, you might switch it around like on the. They always got to give you a little bit.
Well, it might be the total opposite, right?
Yeah, but they always give you a tiny bit. Like even if it was 90% not, 10% right. Like maybe they really was a person.
They get you to at least question it.
There was a person. That's the part that's the truth.
That's the true start. Right. Their name, they got their name right.
It wasn't really a guy, it was a girl, but it was still a person. But,
right.
They weren't
but
old
at least
or young.
they give you the general overall, like, say it's, an incident here or there. There was just something there in Michigan, there in Muskegon, that went down. And, all they had to do is mention, just 2 words. I mean, hell, you can go and research it and it's bam right there, and you can, look at it from 15 different sources if you want and cross-reference them.
Yeah, because it can even be a point, like they say something happens in a different state. Unless you're in that state, it might just be all not real. Unless you have, somebody that's there and they can say, oh, yeah, that was real. That really happened. Or it did happen on our news. Because there was stuff when I was doing research where there was stuff that was happening around. And I had FB friends that were all the way around and they never even heard that stuff was happening.
Right.
So was it made up? I don't know. It wasn't big enough news for where they lived. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Like if somebody says something happens in Lansing, if you said, oh man, this big thing happened in Lansing, right? Because we live in Lansing. I'm like, no. I mean, when they kind of like, you live where you live, you'd be like, what? They say it's all over here.
Yeah. But then have you ever had it where you went and looked it up and by golly, there it was? But yet your local news didn't report on it or nothing like that?
Once in a while, but it's usually when it's big enough for like somewhere across, the country seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
But is Bud raising his hand to speak?
Yeah, Bud's got something to say.
Okay, real quick before Bud, I was just we're done with all of our other platforms. So I wanted to go ahead and bid them a fond farewell. And then anybody that's down in the chat, you can feel free to request up. We will rotate the panel just to get everybody included. But we were going to say goodbye to everybody else, but TikTok, you guys stay right where you're at.
Yeah, everybody stay put. So anyway, thank you for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
And as always, be safe.
Be well.
And that's the flat truth.